Hello and welcome to this week's writing prompt, created for anybody who enjoys writing, but especially for those who enjoy writing about their life. If you haven't been here before, my name is Elizabeth Bezant, and for most of my life I've been a writer and a writing coach. This week's prompt comes from my gratitude journal trigger questions, which are available from my Etsy store if you'd like to know more about them, and I've included a link to that in my description. So what is this week's prompt? It is: write about something you are grateful to have the freedom to do. Now obviously after the last 12 months that we've been through, that might sound that it's actually a lockdown pandemic question, but it's not. I think it's a question that's relevant to just about any time of our lives, and if we're writing about our lives, it seems like an obvious one to ask. So, what are you grateful to have the freedom to do? Is it that you're grateful to have the freedom to go out and eat anything you want? Is it that you're grateful to have the freedom to travel anywhere you want? Or that you're grateful to be who you truly are? When you think about it, there are so many restrictions and limitations that some people have, but then there's also the freedom that a lot of us can take for granted. For me, if I was asked the question, I would have to say that I am grateful for the freedom to be who I am and to continue doing what I want to do, because let's face it, for most of my life, a lot of the things I do aren't strictly conventional, like selling up everything we own to become house sitters and travelling wherever we choose to go. Not something that a lot of people would want to do, and not something that everybody has the freedom to do. But I'm lucky enough that I do have the freedom to do it, and I know that that always goes along with having the support from my family and friends. So, what are you grateful to have the freedom to do? Is it to sleep in the morning? Is it to spend your money on whatever you'd like to spend it on? Is it to have a pet? Is it to not follow family tradition? Is it to be different? Is it to be the same? Is it to take a second chance at something that didn't work the first time round? Is it to take a risk? Is it to be sedate and predictable and conventional? Like I say, there are so many things that we do that not everybody has the freedom to do. Remember when answering these trigger questions that although they might seem like they are a yes or no answer or a one-sentence answer, if they were, it wouldn't make them much of a writing prompt or a discussion starter, which means when you've come up with your answer, you probably want to expand it a bit. So include things like an anecdote to back up your example. On the other hand, you could back it up with your feelings about what it's like to do what you want to do, how you feel about those who can't do what they want to do. It could be that you don't understand why people think differently from you. There are so many angles and ways that you can expand on the answer to the question that otherwise would just be one simple statement. So there you go. That is this week's writing prompt. What are you grateful to have the freedom to do? If you enjoyed this prompt, don't forget to give me the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. These prompts come out every week, 10 a.m. Tuesday, Tassie time. If on the other hand you can't wait until next week for a writing prompt, please visit my Etsy store, link is in the description, and you'll find a wonderful selection of writing prompts to cover all kinds of thoughts and styles and lifestyles. And they work wonderfully for you as a writer or as a gift for a friend. but they're all immediately downloadable, which means once you've downloaded the file, you can have the ideas and the prompts within minutes. If, on the other hand, you would like to work on your writing, I do have a wide selection of writing skills courses on Skillshare. The link is also in the description. And of course, if you use that link currently, you will get 2 weeks free, which means you can watch as many Skillshare courses on as many topics as you would like for paying absolutely nothing. And you can't get a better deal than that, can you? Well, there you go. That is this week's prompt. I hope you have fun with it, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.